Good morning. It is May 28th, 2021, and we are going to be doing this with a little banana and a little baby shark here because there's no school today, so we're...
Are we on?
Yeah, I think we are. Are we? Are we on? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so good morning. Welcome to our daily offering of teachings from now pirkei avot, and also an opportunity to offer a vigil, a prayer for peace. This is one of our grandsons, George, and he's keep an eye on him right now, and he's watching Baby Shark. But we are offering a mishaberach. You ready? A healing prayer. And of course, in our healing prayer each day, we've been also sending a shout out to our friend Andy, telling Andy that we hope that he'll come home. And then, of course, for all the people that are in need of healing from cancer and COVID and other diseases we cannot yet cure. People who are suffering from grief, just heartache, as well as yeah, I know you want to do, as well as
the healing of the spirit, the healing of the body, for those we know, for those we don't know. On my right, the angel Michael, on my left, the angel Gabriel. In front of me, the angel Uriel. Behind me, the angel Raphael. Above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head. Shechinatea. Michael, who is like God. Gabriel, God is my strength. Uriel, God is my light. Raphael, God is my healer. Above my head, above my head. Shechinatea, Baruch atah Adonai. Rofei hacholim, blessed are you, great healer. Amen.
Amen. Say amen. Amen. And of course, a prayer for learning. Yeah, I wanted to read from the Torah this morning. That's Harry.
ונהיה אנחנו לצאצאינו ולצאצאי עמך בית ישראל. Now, God, make the words of your teachings pleasant on our lips, the lips of all of those who come into our circles, so we can spend a time in learning for the pleasure of it and for its implications in our lives. I was learning this way, and for its own sake, for the purity of it, Lishma, the cleansing nature.
And that's really what this Mishnah is all about.
Baruch atah Adonai melamed Torah le'amo Yisrael. Blessed are you who teaches to your people in this fashion. Amen.
Amen. Amen. chapter 3 of Pirkei Avot is all about making a meaningful life. We know we're going to be born and at some point we'll die. So how do we fill that space with meaning? And each of these Mishnahs, it centers around making sure that you fill time with the study of Torah. And what does that mean? What does that mean for us? It certainly could mean literal Torah, but it also it's any opportunity to learn. And then of course, Pirkei Avot says it's not just about learning. It's also about oh boy, I didn't do this wrong. What?
Nothing.
I don't know. It says Daniel Bogart.
Say what?
I don't know why it says Daniel Bogart. I did it right. Anyway, shh, guys, we got to teach a little Torah here because this Mishnah says it's in the name of Rab Nechunya, son of
Nechunya.
Hakana. Who's Hakana?
Hakana, Ben Hakana, we don't know him.
No. Hakana.
Who's stronger, George? Me.
We don't know. We think he's...
Come here. Harry, don't fight with him now, please.
I want it though.
He's a younger
No.
of Yochanan ben Zakkai. He seems to be one of Yochanan ben Zakkai's guys.
Oh.
A disciple of him.
Yochanan ben Zakkai was the one who escaped the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem by having his students put him in a coffin, right?
Yeah, Hakana, though, is a
that's
curious, uncertain word.
That's a great story. A story that is so important that as the temple was being destroyed and it was up in flames, Ben Zakkai said, wait a minute. Yochanan said, what, we should all die? We should all die? No. Our lives are less important than this building?
Come here, Boo-Boo.
No. So what we
Come here,
did
Boo-Boo.
was he convinced his students to put him in a coffin and pretended he was dead. They carried him out. They went to the Roman general and said, this guy's dead. They take him
Come
away.
here, Boo-Boo.
And then Yochanan ben Zakkai said, I'm going to start a school. And the guy said, who cares about that? So he did. He went to Yafo and he started Yavna, this amazing school that saved Judaism, really. It saved the teachings. It saved Judaism. And it was all because we said people were more important than bricks. Even the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, people were more important. It's something I think we have to think about today, every day. So what does it mean to accept the yoke of Torah? It's the essence of Torah. It's not the literal Torah, because we know the literal, you take things literally, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to think that sacrifice is more important than people. You're going to think that bricks are more important than people. You're going to think that the institution is more important than people. Isn't that what we've been talking about so much? Where the institution becomes more important than the people that it was meant to serve. So that's what this Mishnah says. It says, whoever accepts upon themselves the yoke of Torah, the yoke of worldly occupation will be removed from them.
That means,
the material world, the stuff that gets us trapped from doing the right thing. It makes us compromise our values. So, accept the yoke of Torah, the essence of Torah, the moral ground, the moral courage to do the right thing, because if you do, the yoke of worldly occupation you'll be free.
the thing is, we were talking about this in our profession, how we all get co-opted by the yoke of worldly occupation. The yoke means yoke is something that actualizes the strength, the power of the beast. It's not a confining thing, it's an actualizing thing. It actualizes your power, your strength. So if you wear the yoke of Torah, that actualizes your strength of spirit, but it's always compromised
Harry, no.
by the yoke of the profession, which minimizes it and generally there's a conflict, and that's what we're taught here. And sometimes in our tradition it was interpreted that, that the community should support its poets and thinkers. And that's probably not a bad idea. What do you think about that?
That's what we've been talking a lot about, right?
Yeah. The way our professions co-opt our best intentions. I see it in all my colleagues, except myself. All right, so... Oh, I forgot to bring poetry down with me.
Well, we need a poem. We need a vigil. We need a poem for peace.
Definitely.
Oh, good. And this vigil for peace, it says, the yoke of worldly occupation will be removed from us, right? Whoever casts off from themselves the yoke of Torah, the yoke of the kingdom, and the yoke of worldly occupation will be placed upon him. In other words, if you don't root yourself in learning, right, and in the learning of the moral and the ethical path, you'll get stuck. You'll get stuck defending the institutions that bring us down. You'll get stuck making those things more important than people.
Here's a piece I'm reminded about that it's something that Sean sent out reminded me of. This is a peace vigil poem. I understand from your soul, the soul of the first one, the soul of all others aroused from below, souls ascending and descending, we meet the sublime unity.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
The revelation of the Spirit, wholly inward from the two souls, the shared one. I have left life to the living. When the light is dimmed, arouse the love within. You thought you had the word. What you don't have is the word within the word. May 26th.
But you gotta wish everybody a Shabbat
What is it?
Shalom.
May 28th.
Will you play a little Shabbos song?
May 28, 2021.
Here's your banana.
Bless our president, our vice president, our new mayor, and all their noble retinue.
You gonna sing a little Shabbos? So tonight is Shabbat. So we wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. We'll be back for services tomorrow morning, but not with our usual offering at 10 o'clock for Shabbat morning services. Oh, are you gonna sing Shabbat Shalom? You wanna sing Shabbat Shalom with Pops? Sing Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat
That brings you into a Shabbat that roots us again in Torah, that releases us. Put it on. That releases us from the challenges of the material world. That we really remember what's important, and this carries us. That's coming. It's coming. Here we go.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone, on this May 28th, 2021. And, yeah. It's a little baby shark to end. And hoping everyone has a good day, a day of light, a day of lift, remembering to root ourselves in Torah so we can be free of the material world and remember what's most important. What's most important, right? What's
Can I
most
get a table?
Set a table. Set that table.
Can I get a table, Susie?
Here it is.
Can I get a table?
Set that
In the
table.
wilderness, Susie. Can I get a
And then
table?
make a feast and serve it to the people you love.
Can I get a
Because you
table?
just never know.
In
what
the
it's-
wilderness.
What we're meant to do is to fill
Can I get a
this
table
time
for three?
with meaning.
Can I get a table in the wilderness, Susie? Can I get a table for four?
Okay.
Open my mouth.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. George, you say bye-bye. You say bye-bye. You say bye-bye. You say bye-bye. He loves the guitar. Shabbat shalom.
Can I get a table?